Welcome back. Last week you saw we epoxied the frame, so it was epoxy etch primer. Main reason for that is to protect bare metal. Like, you know, I've got sick of grinding bits off, so it's all cleaned up. Most of it I didn't show because it's fucking boring. Who wants to watch that? So yeah, it's been epoxied now. There's still some bits to do on the frame. Bits that need to be filled. There's a couple of higher spots for the frame extension. But before I get into that, I wanted to do something a bit more interesting for me this week. So it's the details, the little details that make a bike. You know, the little shiny bits, the little random bits that people notice. And in last week's video, you probably noticed at the bottom of the hardtail, the tube's still open. I could cap that off, boring, didn't want to do that. So I'm gonna square everything off today, trim it back, neaten up those little bits of welds around there, and make some nice little brass bungs. Then I'm gonna make similar bungs to go on the ends of the bars. Not this end of the bars, the bottom end of the bars. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with that. I need to cut them off nice and square. Bit of this welding I'm going to do. I don't know whether I'm going to blend the whole frame or not. Oh look, and there's a little area I've missed for paint. So yeah, that's what I'm going to make. I've already got a piece of knurled brass from another project, like a leftover piece. So I'm just going to modify these. Just need a thin little cap to go on the end, and then I'll do the same for the bars. So onto the lathe. Actually no, I'm going to grind these down first. Is this tube seamless? I can't remember. Neaten up in there. So yeah, let me get this all nice and neat. So I've squared that off now. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's take some measurements. Clean up and deburr this. That'll do. So that's been made. I'm gonna part it off by split it down the middle, clean up the ends and add a bit more of a step. I've done this quite carefully because it's my last piece of brass in this size. Right, so that's two of them bad boys made. They're going to be a friction and resin fit. So I'm not, because I don't want to bother with set screws, it just look crap. So I'm not going to hammer them home yet. I've left a little step on each one so I can slob the resin in. But yeah, a couple of them done. Let's make a couple for the bars. So I've run out of brass in the right size. Bars are going to be chrome, so I'll make those caps out of aluminium. Just is what it is. Again, I'm not going to send it all the way home because I want to be able to get it out. But yeah, aluminium one done. In fact, I might do the frame ones in aluminium. Don't know. Let's finish the other one off. So there's a pair of aluminium ones for the bars, which I probably will just make in brass, but I needed a video. And then the brass ones. It's all the little bits.